Yes, dear friends, I इंद्रजीत घई योर होस्ट ऑफ कैंट टॉक्स। आज हम एक बहुत महत्वपूर्ण विषय जो कि हमारी सिविल इंजीनियरिंग में अक्सर आता है उसके लिए बातचीत कर रहे हैं। हमारे बातचीत में अवर गेस्ट इज मिस्टर आलोक भौमिक। ही इज़ ए वेरी renowned structure design consultant. Whosoever is working in bridge designs must be knowing him. He will share his experiences regarding past, present, and future of civil engineering profession. This session will be monitored by Engineer D. Sarangi. He is retired Director General, Ministry of Road Transport and Highways. He joined Ministry of Road Transport in 1990 and he retired in January 2025. He has a lot of experience of bridges and structures. He is postgraduate structures. Regarding Alok Bhowmick, I also wish to inform you, he did his civil engineering from Delhi College of Engineering, then he did post-graduation from IIT. He served in India and abroad on many projects. Then he started his own engineering consultancy. He is a renowned name in this area, especially in India, and he is specially invited wheresoever some problems come in the structures. He is contributing to many manuals, IRC codes, and he is contributing a lot to young budding engineers, sharing his experience on different platforms. Welcome to Mr. Alok Bhowmick on this show, sir.
Thank you, guys, up for coming all the way from Chandigarh for this interview, and particularly on a day which is your birthday. First of all, I wish you a very, very happy birthday. And the way you are actually serving the nation in your own style,
Yes, sir.
I welcome this. Thank you.
So now I will request Mr. Sarangi to allow us to start this session, sir.
I truly appreciate this novel and unique idea of Sri Inderjit Ghai, founder of General Highways and Infracon Private Limited, to start a series of talk that will be of a lot of interest to the entire highway engineering fraternity of the country. The first talk has also a very special connection. It starts on the birthday of Ghai Sahab. Many happy returns of the day, Ghai Sahab. Ghai is a very passionate consultant. He is very deep rooted to the ground and he has a very strong sense of ethics. The first topic of the series that he has chosen is also very highly important and concerning to all the people who are in the industry of bridge. Now may I request Ghai Sahab to start with the talk.
So, Bhowmick sir, we will be asking you questions specifically related with the structural design engineering, and we will be asking regarding past, present and future, because you have seen almost two phases you have seen, and third phase you can envisage what is going to happen in future. So my first question to you is, how you happen to be a civil engineer? Was it per chance? Was it forced by some family members? So how you happen to be a civil engineer, sir?
Well, that's a very interesting story actually.
Yes.
I became a civil engineer by my choice.
Okay.
That choice did not come in the beginning. When I entered Delhi College of Engineering in 1976, I had no choice.
Okay.
The only discipline that was available to me was civil engineering.
मैं थोड़ा सा आपको रोक रहा हूँ. It means उस टाइम सिर्फ ब्रांच ही सिविल इंजीनियरिंग थी वहाँ दिल्ली कॉलेज ऑफ इंजीनियरिंग में?
नहीं, और भी ब्रांचेस थे. मैं आ रहा हूँ. मेरे उसमें आ जाएगा.
Okay, sir.
I started my civil engineering journey, but there was an option. It was a 5-year course, and there was an option after the end of first year to change the discipline to electrical, electronics, or mechanical.
Okay.
And many people were struggling to improve on their studies so that they can change the discipline from civil to other disciplines.
Yes.
Fortunately, I got very good marks in my first year.
Okay.
And I also had that option.
Okay.
after completion of first year.
Okay.
But at that point in time, I consulted many of my friends, colleagues, and very interestingly, a father of one of my very close friend who was working with CWC, Central Water
Central
Commission.
Water Commission. जी.
He told me कि beta, don't change your profession
Okay.
because civil engineering has got a sustainable relevance.
Okay.
I did not understand what is meant by sustainable relevance at that point in time.
Okay.
But he explained to me that look, बाकी कुछ किधर भी हो जाए, but एक civil engineer कभी भूखा नहीं मरेगा.
भूखा नहीं मरेगा.
He will always have some jobs. And I can tell you,
Yes.
after 44 years of my service to in this profession,
Yes.
he was very right.
Okay.
You can see, today you have heard about the disruptive technology. I mean, there are so many industries which is now non-existent.
Okay.
Take the case of the monochrome camera.
Yes. Yes.
Today we are into digital, and nobody talks about the film roll, Kodak rolls.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
That has gone.
Yes.
Nobody now takes a black and yellow taxi. Very few.
Yes. Very few.
I mean, the Ola Uber has taken over.
Yes.
The entire industry has changed.
Yes.
Take the case of Nokia.
Yes.
Nokia do not exist today.
Yes. Yes.
Take the case of Blockbuster and Netflix.
Yeah.
Today, Blockbuster, the industry has gone just in a spread of 1 or 2 years.
Right. You are right.
Civil engineering, it was there since 4000 BC.
Yes.
It will continue to be there till 4000 AD and many more
Till
years.
till human life exists, civil engineer will exist.
So that is what my uncle told me at that point in time.
Okay.
And though I had the option
Okay.
after end of first year
Okay.
to change my discipline to electrical, mechanical,
Yes.
but I opted to continue in civil engineering, and that's how I am a civil engineer.
All right. Perfectly right, Bhowmick sir. Even when I joined civil engineering, I joined in 1981. I think you passed out in 1981, sir?
Absolutely.
Yes.
So we are
So,
classmates.
yes, you are 4 year senior to me, sir. At that time also, I got electrical engineering, then I shifted to civil engineering. Someone told me that it is going to be an evergreen field. The simple example he gave me that we have not connected horizontally yet, means the last village has not been connected by roads. Then it was in X dimension. Then he said we are to go in Y direction also. Our roads are 3 meter, 5 meter. It has to go 2 lane, 4 lane, 6 lane, which is happening now. Then he said we are to go in Z direction because there will not be any land. Then we will have to go for elevator structures, which are happening in some areas now. So you are perfectly right that it is going to have again, or still we are having only, I think, 1-story elevated. We will ultimately, as in foreign countries we see, we will go in 2, 3, 4 stories also. Second question of mine is, sir, civil engineering has many disciplines. Why you opted for structural design engineer, that too in bridges, sir?
Well, some part of it is by chance.
Okay.
But as far as in civil engineering, going into the discipline of design engineering, that was also by choice.
Okay.
But going from in consultancy to bridge engineering was by chance.
Okay.
You see, in my class, I was a good student.
Okay.
I was studious, and I was people used to appreciate me for my knack in structures.
Okay.
Which I realized from second year onwards.
Okay.
I used to get good marks in theory of structures, in dynamics, and all those subjects which relates to structural engineering. My head of the department was Dr. M. Pal Das.
Okay.
So professor used to very openly, sort of express his sort of satisfaction with me, and that I realized that I have a knack in design subject. So by the time I passed out after 5 years in 1981, I thought you said 1981 you passed out. Actually,
I entered.
You entered.
Yes, yes.
So we are not classmates.
Yes.
So when I came out in 1981, before that, I was very clear in my mind that I will go into consulting. That decision I had taken in fifth year only.
सर बहुत सारे लोग तब है थोड़ी सी फनी बात है, लोग सिविल इंजीनियरिंग इसलिए करते हैं कि सरकारी नौकरी करूंगा, और सरकारी नौकरी के चार्म्स जो हमें पता है, सबको पता है कि वो भी होते थे, तब भी थे, अब भी हैं।
बिल्कुल ठीक।
तो आपको ये नहीं लगा कि मैं भी उस चार्म में जाऊं, उस आई वुड नॉट यूज दैट वर्ड कि इजी मनी में जाऊं, एक सैलरी भी मिलेगी, कुछ और भी मिलेगा, तो ऐसा नहीं आपके दिमाग में आया कि मैं इतना इंटेलिजेंट उधर चला जाऊं? जी
नहीं, बिल्कुल आपने बिल्कुल सही कहा। अब मैं आपको एक इंटरेस्टिंग स्टोरी सुनाता हूँ
जी।
उस ज़माने में यू नो आई पास्ड आउट एंड सम ऑफ अस स्ट्रेट अवे वेंट टू डायरेक्टली अप्रोच। दोज डेज हमारे पास ये सब ईमेल और ये सब
यस नहीं होते थे, बायोडाटा हाथ से लेके जाओ।
प्रोफेशनल भी नहीं थे।
हाँ,
हम तो जाके किसी कंसल्टेंसी में बायोडाटा हाथ में लेके उनके रिसेप्शन में दे आए थे। गिलकॉन, माय फर्स्ट जॉब वाज विद गिलकॉन, सो आई जस्ट some of us went there and gave our CV. Okay. Like that I got my first job in Gilcon.
Okay.
My family, my parents, my next door neighbors and all our family friends, they were convincing me very hard that you should join a government service.
Job, yes.
And under pressure I had also given exam in BIS.
Okay.
At that time it used to be called ISI.
Okay.
उसमें हमें जॉब मिल गया। आई गॉट अ जॉब देयर, आई गॉट अ जॉब इन NHPC, और आई डिडंट जॉइन, एंड दैट वाज रियल शॉकर फॉर माय फैमिली। एंड सो आई वाज वेरी डिटरमिन्ड। आई मीन नाउ व्हेन आई लुक बैक, because it's not so easy to be so determined when if the generally people around you are convincing you to join government job.
So इस बात का कभी आपको अब इतने कैरियर में हैव यू रिपेंटेड, कभी पश्चाताप हुआ कि यार मैंने गवर्नमेंट की जॉब कर लेनी थी, ऐसा कुछ कभी?
नेवर। इनफैक्ट मैंने अपनी दिल की सुनी, और मुझे अभी भी गर्व है कि मैंने अपने दिल की सुनी।
दिल की सुननी बहुत ज़रूरी है सर। एक सर थोड़ा ये बताइए कि जब आपने कैरियर स्टार्ट किया तब सैलरी स्ट्रक्चर क्या था, उसके विस अब सैलरी स्ट्रक्चर क्या है, इसको थोड़ा सा अगर आप US डॉलर या गोल्ड की कॉस्ट में कन्वर्ट करके बताएं ताकि लोगों को आसानी से समझ आएगा। आप ये कहते हैं कि जी अब मेरे को 1 लाख रुपए सैलरी मिलती है, तब तो मेरे को 1000 मिलती थी जी, लेकिन जब हम उसको US डॉलर या उसमें कन्वर्ट करते हैं देखते हैं कि सैलरी का कोई बहुत ज़्यादा फ़र्क नहीं पड़ा। तो मोटी मोटी फिगर सर बताइए।
देखिए, इतना तो मतलब बहुत ज़्यादा कुछ याद नहीं है, लेकिन मैं ये कह सकता हूँ कि जब मैंने ज्वाइन किया था गिलकॉन, मेरा सैलरी था 800 रुपये, 800 रुपीज़ पर मंथ। और आई वर्क फॉर अबाउट 6 months there. I did not serve Gilcon for long. The reason was salary. 1981 में मैंने गिलकॉन ज्वाइन किया था जून में जी, अंडर डॉक्टर VK रायना, वेल नोन। यस। 1982 January में I switched to Stoop Consultants. Those days Stoop was also
very renowned
consultancy. Yes. My reason of joining was not that I was dissatisfied in Gilcon. My reason of shifting to Stoop was because they have offered me a salary of 1300 rupees. 800 to 1300 is a big jump those days.
More than 50%.
More than 50%. So that was sort of enough motivation for me to join Stoop. It's another matter that it was a blessing in disguise, because I was mentored in Stoop by a renowned person, Mr. M.K. Chatterjee, who is very recently passed away. But I was very fortunate to work. This is my good luck that I started my career in Gilcon under Dr. VK Raina, a renowned person.
बहुत सारी बुक्स लिखी हैं जी उन्होंने,
बहुत सारी बुक्स लिखी हैं,
अथॉरिटी है जी ब्रिजेस में।
And then I joined Stoop, where I worked under Mr. M.K. Chatterjee. Not so. He was an introvert. He never asserted himself. But I tell you, I am very fortunate to have worked under him for 5 years. And he made my career actually to begin with.
तो आपको दोनों गुरु सर बहुत अच्छे मिले।
बहुत अच्छे मिले।
तो मेरा सवाल अधूरा थोड़ा सा रह गया जी कि अगर तब 800 रुपये मिलते थे तो लगभग डॉलर का रेट मेरे ख्याल 8 रुपये समथिंग था
वो
तभी।
8-8.5 कुछ था।
तो अब आप
आज की
कितनी
डेट में
सैलरी
86।
जो पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट आता है क्या सैलरी ऑफर करते हो जी?
देखिए, वी ऑफर फॉर पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट्स अबाउट 40,000 rupees.
Okay, okay,
today.
okay.
I was getting 800 rupees, so almost 50 times the salary has gone up.
Yes.
And the dollar rate was 8 and a half,
8.6 or 8.5.
something like
Yes,
that.
yes, yes.
And today it is 86.
Yes,
All
yes.
It is
Yes,
it has
yes.
become 10 times.
Yes, 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 yes.
Whereas the salary has gone 50 times.
And moreover, gold rate also, sir, if we compare that. So, as you told me, it was 800, now 40,000. So, if I convert it into US dollars, almost you were getting about $100 at that time. And present salary is about $465.
Right.
That way, we can say 5 times salary increase is there if we convert into US dollars.
Right.
But if we convert into gold, which keep on fluctuating, I think that gold you were getting 4 gram gold at that
Now it
time
is
also,
69,
or it is almost
Same.
4 gram gold now.
Right.
So in our country we count as per gold कि जी gold की कीमत, क्योंकि rupees fluctuates, very much fluctuation is there. So अगर US डॉलर में लें तो भी हम ये कह रहे हैं कि सैलरीज 5 टाइम्स तो हो ही हैं सर।
जी जी।
सर yes.
But अब मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि as compared to other profession,
Yes.
civil engineers are still lowly paid.
Okay.
We are not really giving them what they truly sort of deserve, considering the fact is, we civil engineers, we are serving the humanity.
Yes.
We are responsible for the built habitat. This is a huge responsibility.
Yes.
Perhaps I am little dissatisfied that we don't get a reciprocative respect.
Yeah.
Our profession do not get the respect that we deserve.
Yes.
From the society.
So, sir, from that respect point of view, I would like to ask you one more question. When I started my consultancy in 2000, I started my consultancy. We used to get lot of respect in government offices कि जी consultant साहब आए हैं, अब सारा काम छोड़ के ऑफिसर भी हमें मिलते थे और बात भी सुनते थे. नो डाउट कंसल्टेंट भी तब बहुत कम होते थे. और उससे आज का सिनेरियो आप क्या फील करते हो, क्या चेंज हो? जो रिस्पेक्ट के लिहाज से कह रहा हूँ, जब गवर्नमेंट ऑफिस से जाना या क्लाइंट को मिलना जी.
बहुत चेंज हुआ है. सिग्निफिकेंट चेंजेस हैव टेकन प्लेस. पहले जो है वो आप बिल्कुल सही कह रहे हैं. व्हेन आई वाज यंग आई यूज्ड टू गो विथ माय बॉस to many meetings, and I saw even in railways office or Ministry of Transport, consultants were respected.
Yes.
And they were sort of because the value system was different those days. Today, people have become more materialistic.
Yes.
Money speaks today, and somehow the situation is not so good in the sense that there is corruption is very deep rooted. It was not so earlier.
Okay.
People who were responsible for design and construction,
Yes.
they used to feel that this particular structure is my
ownership feeling was there.
So there was a feeling of ownership.
Ownership, yes.
Today it is not there. Today people are working just for the most of, I mean, I'm talking about the majority.
Yes.
There are exceptions.
So, sir, this situation, who is responsible for this situation? Should we say the clients are not respecting, or there is some fault in our engineering consultant people also?
No, I think this society as a whole, it's a problem of the society as a whole.
Okay.
I mean, we are a part of the society.
Yes.
Our behavior is basically a reflection of the behavior of the society as a whole.
Okay.
We cannot behave in isolation.
Okay. Okay.
So you imagine, earlier days, in our younger days,
Yes.
when we used to go to IIT or any academic institutions, we used to feel ourselves.
Yes. Yes. Of course.
So that today we see academic institutions they have sort of, the way they are dealing with proof checking of several important and major projects, the way they deal, there is a sort of considerable amount of deterioration in moral values
And even studies also, sir.
Studies also. The
We were rather
quality has
yes,
deteriorated.
yes. That is also one of the reasons. Rather, Bhowmick sir, I would say that now engineering colleges are not teaching engineers; they are producing engineers. They have become a machines that come in the institute. After 4 years, you will get the certificate.
I mean, you see, it is not fair to, say this for all the academics.
Yes, yes,
There are
yes, yes, yes.
exceptions,
Yes.
but by and large, many of the institutes are basically like that.
Okay.
I agree.
Yes. One more point I sir would like to ask. Salary we discussed. What about the consultancy fee? You started your career as a consultant, and still you are working as a consultant. How this consultancy fee has evolved or changed with period of time? Was it a percentage of project cost? Do the clients do little negotiation or lot of negotiations? And one more question I would ask you in this question itself: do you venture for government projects also, sir?
Well, firstly, let me talk about the the fee structure.
Yes, yes, yes.
You see, when in my younger days, there were not many consultants in the market. There were very few, and in industry, in bridge industry where I
Yes.
belong, in fact, you can name and count them in fingers.
Yes, yes.
With the result that competition was not as much. Although it's not that the fees were high, but generally people used to get jobs without any cutthroat competition. There was no sort of, today scenario is different.
Okay.
Today, mushrooming consultants, I mean, even there are consultants who are operating from their own bedroom,
Yes.
and they also are competing with multinationals at the same level.
Yes.
At the same level means for the same job, both the multinationals are also bidding, and whereas the contractor is also taking a quote from an individual bedroom designer, and then we often receive, communication from some contractors whom we have quoted that look, your quote is 5 times the L1.
Bedroom designer, or we can say parachute designer, sir.
Whatever name we give it.
Yes, yes.
But you see, the problem is that there is no professional regulations
Yes.
which are followed,
Yes.
where you filter
Yes.
the consultants based on their capability and give them due weightage to their, of organizational background and their capability. That is not weighed.
Sir, if everyone would like to know the in quantification, that the consultancy fee at that time was about 1% of the project cost. Now, what is the? It is regarding structural design of bridges. Because in building, I have heard and seen that this consultancy fee is 2 to 3% of project cost. But in structural design of bridges, what was the range at that time? What is the range these days, sir?
You see, those days, generally the fees was, if it is in terms of percentage, mostly it is lump sum, but of course, in lump sum also people used to measure it in terms of percentage of project cost.
Yes.
And it was in the range of about 1%, 0.9%. If it is a very big project, it may be 0.9. Today, people are willing to do at 0.2%.
Okay.
And in fact, even low.
So in 0.2%, they will give detailed design, drawing, and everything they will give.
Yes,
Good for
everything.
construction
Even
drawings
the
also.
construction stage services also.
Okay.
So that is a very sorry state of affairs. Let me tell you, the fees, if you compare with the international figures, nobody in structural design will work for anything less than 2 to 3% of the project cost.
So just now you mentioned the word bedroom designer, sir. When we were engineering college, we used to have log tables, then calculator came, then computer came, now software came. Some people say that because of the software, you give the input data, output data comes. That is the reason this consultancy fees required are low, or it is 0.2%, as you said. So what is your opinion regarding the time when we were working on spreadsheets and now putting the data in computer and getting the output? At the same time, the contractor or our clients also say कि सर आपने क्या करना है, इसमें डाटा डालना है, कंप्यूटर का बटन दबाना, आउटपुट निकल आएगी. इसके बारे में थोड़ा सा
ये आपने बहुत अच्छा, very interesting and very apt question you have put.
Yes.
You see, this change has occurred. You see, I consider myself very fortunate
Yes.
that I came from an era
Right.
where I started my career when there was no computer.
Okay.
I started my career with calculator.
Calculate.
In fact, when I was in college,
Yes.
a calculator was introduced when I was in third year.
Oh.
Earlier to that, I used to use the slide.
I remember sir, फॉरेन से कैलकुलेटर, आपका कोई रिलेटिव है वहाँ से कैलकुलेटर आते थे, कैसियो के कैलकुलेटर होते थे.
तो हमारे जब हम मतलब in my younger days in the profession,
Yes.
we used to design manually.
Yes.
And that has given a strong foundation. My background is strong because I did things manually.
Manually.
Today, engineers do not get this opportunity.
Okay.
Unless you, in the organization, you force them to do manually,
Yes.
they will not do manually.
Okay.
Now, this feeling that, you know, you provide some input and get some output, इसमें काम करना क्या है?
Yes.
This feeling has generated, and very rightly so, some people are doing this.
Yes.
And this is a very dangerous trend. You see, many of the consultants I found, they do not understand anything of the flow of forces, how the forces get flowing from the pier, for example, to the well cap,
Yes.
how the well cap is behaving, how from well cap the force is getting transferred to the well foundation.
Yes.
What are the forces? Many of the young engineers are simply told that by this is the software, this is the Excel
Yes,
sheet.
yes, yes.
You are supposed to feed here the data,
Yes, yes.
and from the output you produce the drawing.
The red color figures are to be changed. The output.
And this is a threat to our fraternity.
अगर सर इसको मैं हिंदी में कहूँ, ये घातक है हमारे उसके लिए.
बहुत ज़्यादा
घातक.
घातक है. और मैं आपको बताऊं, एक बार मैं नाम नहीं बोलना चाहूँगा, बट आई वेंट टू NHAI just about 5-6 years ago.
Okay.
I went to NHAI and I was in the chamber of one of the member.
Okay.
And there was a project we were discussing, and the well foundation design had to be changed.
Okay.
And submitted.
Okay.
So he said, इसमें करना क्या है?
हाँ,
आपके पास तो बटन है, सिंपल उसको चेंज करके दबा के कल आ जाइए.
So this was told to you by an officer of NHAI who himself is an engineer.
In future,
Yes.
we are talking about past, present, and future.
Yes.
Things are going to be even, further changed.
Yes.
Because today we are talking about digital technology.
Yes, yes.
We are talking about artificial intelligence,
Yes, yes.
where the computer will, you can feed lot of data and
Yes.
get lot of
Output. Yes,
now, how
yes.
to use them is a question.
Yes.
So, you see, the way we did engineering and the way the future generation is supposed to do engineering will be different. Let us face it. Because when we did we started our profession, we were in the calculator days. Then computer came in. You see, if you divide the total our scope of work into 3 phases. So I will divide it into 3 phases. The first phase is the concept phase,
Okay.
where we develop concept.
Okay.
Second phase is the calculation phase,
Yes, yes.
where we do the detail engineering,
Yes.
where we do basically all the slogging work.
Yes.
And the third phase is basically the maintenance phase and the what do you call, the evaluation phase.
Okay.
I put it.
Okay.
Our level of engineers in our time, in 80s, 90s, the curve was, like a camel's, what do you call, the reverse of camel's back.
Oh, yes.
That means we used to do maximum work in detail engineering part.
Okay.
And we used to spend because our total time is constant.
Okay.
Our focus was only,
Detailed
doing
engineering.
detailed design, and we did it manually, so we are thorough about it.
Okay.
But naturally, we had little time for doing the concept,
Okay.
And we had little time to do the research and validation of that.
Okay.
Today, when we are having access to computers, we have access to artificial intelligence future, the curve will be just reverse.
Okay.
In the sense, you have to use these tools
Okay.
to develop, to give more options to the concept. You have to have, the engineers should spend more time in developing the concept where earlier we used to do 3 options and came out with the most
one
optimal.
best, yes.
Today you will do 30 options
30.
because you have the tools available by which you can do those 30 options very fast.
So it means there should be combination of both.
So you have
we
to-
cannot say that the computer is not good, but there should be combination. Softwares are also required, but at the same time, you must have the concept and feeling of the structure.
Right.
Only then you should go in for the
So you
help
are-
of computer. Computer should help you.
Right. So you have to use the computer, the digital technology, the artificial intelligence as tool.
Okay.
And according to the available tool, you should learn how to use it. For
Oh,
example,
yes, perfectly right.
when our fathers and our forefathers
Yes.
used to learn bicycle because
Yeah.
they have to ride the bicycle.
Yes.
They were not supposed to ride car, so they never learned. No, it was not required.
Yes.
Today we have to, बच्चे जब थोड़े बड़े हो जाते हैं, अच्छा भाई लर्निंग भी ये
yeah.
आपका गाड़ी भी सीख लो,
God is the-
because the things have changed. Same thing in structure.
I will give one more parallel, Bhowmick sir, in this case. Some people, some companies, or some engineers, they say, I have learned the operation of the software, I have now purchased the software, I will do the design. And it is in parallel, it is just like this, that you have purchased an extra machine, you know how to press the button, take out the extra. But what is the use of that extra if you do not know how to read that extra? So it is similar to that. So if one is purchasing that software, he must be knowing what is the input, and he must be having the feeling of structure. So perfectly right, ये घातक है, लेकिन अगर विज्ञान और या सॉफ्टवेयर और हमारी जो मैनुअल कैलकुलेशन थी, स्प्रेडशीट, इनको मिला लिया जाए तो इट इज़ वेरी यूजफुल टूल सर. Bhowmick ji, do you feel this current education system and structural design system, then proof checking system, how do you see this system keeping in view the day-to-day failures of structure, sir?
Definitely there is a need to reform our education system, and I think from that point of view there has been radical changes brought about.
Okay.
For example, NEP, the New Education Policy 2020, it's a new thing.
Okay.
We will see the fruits later, but at least there is a reform in education system, higher education.
Okay.
Though there are several critics who are discussing about it, but maybe it is too early to comment because we have not seen the fruits of the new education policy.
Then what about, sir, present designing system as we discussed earlier also?
Well, so let me tell you, being president of Indian Association of Structural Engineers, and as you know, I am deeply involved with various
very much
professional
involved.
associations.
Yes.
This is a topic which we are discussing for last 4-5 years.
Okay.
We have formed committees because what we realize that there is absolutely a urgent need to have industry academia interaction, closer interaction.
Yes.
We are presently working in silos.
Yes.
So these closer interactions, so that the academic faculty of the institute knows how to prepare the young students so that they are industry ready.
Okay.
And industry should know what these young engineers are taught and what kind of training they have to impart once they join the industry.
Okay.
So that they are better prepared. At present, most of the places what is happening is some young engineers come out, they are offered a very low salary. I mean, you will be surprised that in campus interviews, because last year I happened to go to my alma mater DTU, and I saw that in the civil engineering discipline, 3% got placement in construction industry or consulting industry.
Okay.
Other about 8 to 10% got
Field job.
in IT jobs or
Okay,
non-civil
okay.
engineering
Non-civil
jobs.
Okay.
And the difference in salary was almost twice or 2.5 times.
So IT people were offered more salary.
Much more.
Much
I mean,
more.
no comparison.
No comparison.
Now this is a problem, because that is where at the start, at the root itself,
Yes.
you are basically segregating. The brilliant people will go and change the even if they pass through civil engineering, but they actually change their discipline to IT, computer science.
Rather from the third point was regarding proof checking, the system of proof checking being followed these days.
I tell you, proof checking, when it started in 86, 87 in India, I think, to my knowledge, the first proof checking job was given for Mandavi Bridge. After the 87 Mandavi Bridge collapsed,
Okay.
the new Mandavi Bridge, Professor Mahesh Tandon was engaged as the proof checker.
checking.
And I was in Consulting Engineering Services, CES. We were doing the design. And the extent of proof checking it was done at that time, I mean, it is worth appreciating.
Okay.
But with time, what happened is client thinks that proof checking is an obstruction, but they have to do it because they want somebody to sort of put a
कागजी
stamp.
कार्रवाई पूरी करनी है जी.
And in spirit,
Okay.
proof checking is not encouraged by the owner client. Let me tell you.
Okay.
Neither the owner client in spirit wants a thorough proof checking. They want it, but they don't want to give time for proof checking.
Okay.
If it is a EPC contract, the contractor, unfortunately, the flaw is in the system,
Okay.
where the contractor is supposed to engage a proof checker, which is a flawed system, according to me.
He is the paymaster of that proof checker also.
Proof checker shall always be appointed by the owner client and not by the contractor.
Appointed and paid also, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the contractor, most of the contractor would not like a proof checker
Yeah.
who will start questioning, and
Yeah.
they say that you are delaying.
Yeah.
Actually, the fact is not only delaying, but maybe somewhere there is some hidden sort of margin they have kept.
Yeah,
Knowingly, there are some. It's not always the error of ignorance,
Yeah.
error of concept. It is also error of intent,
Okay.
which is prevailing in our industry, unfortunately.
So just now you were telling about the salary structure. So do you feel that there is a issue of survival for a structural design engineer or bridge design engineer?
See, as I said, this profession has a sustainable relevance.
Okay.
So if you ask me, there is never a question of survival.
Okay. Okay.
But whether you would like to survive by somehow sort of managing, you see, it all depends on the person.
Okay.
If you are committed to the profession, if you are doing your job honestly, I believe that there is huge scope, there is huge demand.
Okay.
You don't have to look for jobs. Jobs will be hunting you.
Okay. So yesterday night I was listening to you on a TV channel. You mentioned over there that now anybody can who has done engineering, he can do design, he can do supervision, he can do other jobs which a civil engineer is supposed to do. So can you little bit explain about that?
Yes. So I spoke about the need for professional regulation of our profession.
Okay.
You see, for every job, the engineers should be accountable.
Okay.
Today in our system, the individuals are not accountable.
Okay.
Now, a contractor is, for example, if it is a EPC contract, then the contractor is responsible for the project.
Okay.
Though there are rules that you should get the approval of the proof checker and the consultant from. These are all kind of khana purti. It is followed for the sake of following.
Yes.
But there is enough scope for an incompetent engineer to be engaged by the EPC contractor. And I can tell you there are umpteen number of failure cases in the past
Yes, yes.
where we found that the designer was wrong, due to which the cracks appeared and the particular structure failed.
Yes.
But ultimately the contractor was not penalized, not the designer, because the designer is appointed by the contractor.
Right.
In the contract, designer has no role to play. The contract is only between the contractor and the client. So if there is a professional regulation, every person who is signing the drawing as a designer, checker, approver, he will sign with a number.
With a number.
If there is any problem in design, his
He
license
will be held
will be cancelled.
responsible.
So once you give this kind of a ecosystem,
Yes.
then obviously you will have to be alert for your own. Same thing happens in medical practice. It is a regular, medical profession is regulated, and therefore every doctor is responsible for what medicine he gives.
And I think, sir, with this system, if some regulation comes, just now we were talking about the percentage of fee and this thing will also improve,
automatically improve. It will automatically improve.
In recent past, I have seen the trend that the construction companies and contractors are making their own design cell. They give the design to some consultant, and then they see such and such person is working with that consultant on my project. They give him some hefty salary and take him and start their own design cell. So what is your view on that? In my perception, the design office, which is headed by a very experienced person, cannot be replaced by the design cell. This is my view. What are your views on that, sir?
See, I tell you, in my view, it's just little different from what you are saying. I think it is good if a contractor has a design cell of their own.
Okay.
Because, but that design cell should have competent persons so that they are able to deliver. I'll tell you, you go back in the history, when I started my career in 80s, in 70s, GHAInt was a contracting company with a design cell which was one of the best in India at that time. GHAInt's design cell was headed by Dr. T.N. Subbarao at that time.
Yes.
And it was having, they were having all, stalwarts in the industry. Name them. Mr. G.P. Haridas, Mr. P.V. Tantri, Mr. K. Ganapati. All these names are, then it was followed by, Mr. V.N. Hegde, Mr. M.V. Jatkar.
So, sir, were they independent at that time? I mean to say, उनके ऊपर कोई कंस्ट्रक्शन कंपनी के जो ओनर हैं, जो बिजनेसमैन हैं, उनका कोई प्रेशर होता था कि भाई आप इसको हल्का करके लाओ, ये करके लाओ, इस इकोनॉमी में लेके आओ, जहाँ वो उनको इंडिपेंडेंटली कहते थे कि सेफ एंड सिक्योर डिज़ाइन आप डिज़ाइन करो जी, ऐसी कुछ बात थी सर?
नहीं, मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ कि मतलब those days also EPC contract, that design and
lump sum contract
था, और there was a lot of pressure to economize.
Okay.
But the ethics and value system was much different from today.
Okay.
And economizing or optimizing does not mean cutting corners by a sort of non-compliance of the code.
Okay.
It was never like that.
Okay, never.
That was nobody could think of those days.
You mean to say जो उस टाइम के जो स्ट्रक्चरल डिज़ाइनर थे, उनके एथिक्स थे, वो अगर ओनर कहता कि इकोनोमाइज करो, सो वो कीपिंग इन व्यू दी सेफ्टी एंड रिलायबिलिटी ऑफ द स्ट्रक्चर, वहाँ तक ही इकोनोमाइज करते।
मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ, आई रिमेंबर दिस इज अ स्टोरी टोल्ड टू मी बाय वन ऑफ द डॉयन ऑफ सिविल इंजीनियरिंग, मिस्टर अमिताभ घोषाल, वेरी रिसेंटली।
आई हैव लिसन्ड many times, met him many times also.
So he was telling that when he was young,
yes,
there was one bridge, Saraighat bridge, I think in Guwahati,
yes,
which is a rail cum road bridge. That
yes.
he was the designer.
Yes.
And Mr. B.C. Ganguly was, I think, his boss. And he told to reduce, come what may, 100 ton you have to reduce tonnage in this bridge.
Okay.
Okay. And he was assigned this responsibility. He said, that I burnt my midnight oil.
Okay.
And I know the kind of optimization I did in that bridge, we can't even think of.
Okay.
Wherever there was scope, we reduced,
Okay.
conforming to the codes and standards prevailing at that time. It is not a chori.
Yes.
It is optimization.
Yes. Yes.
He says after doing all that, I could only reduce 60 tons and not 100.
Okay.
And I was worried that he may reduce it. He was jokingly telling that I was really worried that my boss will not cut my salary to get that 40 ton extra. So this was the kind of ecosystem in which people work.
आपने अभी काफ़ी you named very renowned people, सुब्बाराव जी का नाम लिया, हेगड़े साहब का नाम लिया, तो do you see some more role models in this structural design industry these days, sir?
Actually, yes, I think we have to create the role models. We have to pass the batons.
Okay.
So our previous generation has passed the baton. For example, Dr. T.N. Subbarao.
As to his son, Harshvardhan Subbarao.
Harshvardhan Subbarao is doing well.
Yes.
And he's very well renowned. He's become now the president of IABSC, which is for the first time in the history of IABSC.
Okay. Some Indian has been selected as a president.
Only Indian so far. To take the position of president of an international association.
Yes.
So that is a great thing.
Yeah.
Then we have many other people at my age who are doing good, but we have to create the next level. We have to pass the baton. Unfortunately, I find maybe because of the huge work pressure that the young engineers are not coming forward to volunteer in our professional associations for all these jobs of capacity building nationwide requires volunteerism, and there is a issue on this.
Should I conclude that as we were having role models, as you named earlier, more role models may not be coming out, maybe on account of the salary part and the respect from the authorities?
Yes, because civil engineering, earlier in 60s, only the cream used to join civil engineering. In our time, it started tapering off.
Yes.
But now, it is definitely, the trend is that it would be the last resort let's face it. And the salary that is offered to the fresh engineers reflects that. But this contradicts the demand. This is what is very surprising.
Okay.
Because if you really see the infrastructure growth that is required in India, the demand, because we want to be a developed nation by 2047. Huge infrastructure is to be
required.
created. What we expect is that in return, the demand for civil engineers should be very high. They should be be paid a very high salary as compared to others, and people should be flocking in academic institutions to get civil engineering. But that is not happening. That is because though there is a huge demand, but we have not created our infrastructure for education, where we value civil engineering. We are not valuing civil engineering. We are not our policies do not encourage, and this is counterproductive.
So one question I asked you earlier, but you have not replied. That my question was, do you participate in government tenders?
Not really. Earlier we used to participate, but now we find that there are a lot of issues. Most of the government tenders, the payment comes very late. It requires a considerable amount of multidisciplinary workforce. And my value system do not allow me to outsource where I do not have the knowledge. So if it is my domain, I know. I don't want to take a job on a field in which I do not have the expertise and then outsource it. The only way you can take government jobs of DPR or the consulting is if you have in-house multidisciplinary disciplined heads, which requires a bit of capital, which I did not do.
Okay.
So that is one reason I find it comfortable to work for EPC contractors with a limited scope of bridge engineering, my domain.
Sir, one question, maybe it is not relevant. I do not know should I ask it to you or not. But you are working for a private contractors. What about the bad debts in the payments while you are working with these private contractors?
Yes, unfortunately, the culture that we have here, we are facing problems, but we are trying to manage with them. Most of the contractors with whom we have long-term relationship, we have no problem.
No problems.
The new relationship that we establish, there is a problem. You see, there is a difference in culture which I would like to highlight, because I have worked for 2 years in Malaysia.
Okay.
And I have worked with also many international consultants in India. What I find is they are very professional. They will not deliver the next milestone till you pay for the first milestone. That culture, they do not hesitate to tell that to their client, contractor client.
Okay.
They will simply, their system will not, so once the contractor knows that I cannot request to get the second stage design, they will pay. But we, in our culture, it is considered as, in bad taste.
But sir, you see the consultancy fee is very major part of the total project cost. That contractor spends much more money which are not form of the contract, but if he is screwed somewhere, he pays much more than the fee which is paid to the consultant.
That's the mindset that
you are right.
Most of the contractors have, unfortunately.
Yes. One last question, sir. Any suggestion or any advice to the government authorities, budding students and civil engineers who wish to pursue their career as a structural design engineer, sir?
See, my firstly, I would like to make a statement.
Okay.
That civil engineering is one of the very noble profession. Okay. I'm not just saying because I am a civil engineer.
Okay.
Because we serve the humanity.
Yes.
We are responsible for the built habitat.
Okay.
This is a fact. Yeah. I mean, I have often said that in many lectures.
Yeah.
That wherever you are sitting, we are sitting here.
Yes.
This structure is created by civil engineers.
Yes.
I mean, whatever you do after getting up in the morning till you go to bed.
Yes. Civilization civil engineer के साथ ही आई जी.
साथ ही आई है. So therefore, it's a noble profession.
Yes.
It is okay. It is agreed that presently the system is such that initial salaries offered are pretty low, which is a deterrent for a young budding engineer to come.
Enter this profession. Yes.
But I can tell you, after 44 years serving in civil engineering and in consultancy, if you are competent, if you know your job and you learn this, maybe in 4, 5, 6 years, once your value is known to people around you, then that comparison is no longer valid.
Okay.
So civil engineering has long gestation period.
Okay.
But end of the day, your salary, the opportunities and the satisfaction that you get.
Okay.
Imagine how many professions people will get the satisfaction and tell their grandchildren that look, this is a bridge which I designed.
से आप गुजर रहे हो ये मैंने बनाया था. Just now we were coming from Chandigarh. I told these people that this Ghaggar bridge got constructed by me, sir.
So you create landmarks. So
yes.
Money is one part of the satisfaction. You need to derive satisfaction also from these things. So this is my message to the young budding engineers. to the authorities,
Yes.
I would say that,
Authorities or the people who are making decision.
you see, we should, unfortunately, the politicians are ruling and the bureaucrats are taking a, sort of a back seat
Okay.
in decision making.
Okay. Okay.
Nobody has the guts today
Yes.
that, sir, you are asking this to be done in 2 months. It cannot be done in 2 months. It requires at least 7-8 months for preparing the DPR. Nobody has the guts to say that.
They say, "Ji janab."
Gee. So we have actually reduced ourselves to a sort of only a subservient. We are playing a very subservient role. That is not good for the country.
Okay.
So I would request the authorities through this, if
yes.
authorities are listening,
Yeah.
to sort of be very clear rather than pressure. See, you get a diktat from the politician,
Yeah.
but you pass it on to your contractors,
Contractors and lower staff.
but in the
also.
process you are not doing justice to the structure that we are going to create.
Okay. Okay.
So you are not serving the purpose for which. So basically, if something requires, if the labor period is 9 months for a baby to come out,
Yes.
by force you cannot bring it in 2 months.
2 months.
It requires the gestation time.
And both the parties know, sir, this 9
Yeah.
month process, both the parties know.
Yeah.
Politician also knows, and the person, bureaucrat or engineers who
Right.
are taking the decision, still they are doing like this, sir.
Not only that, even you see, there are compromises made knowingly on many issues. I will give you one more example.
Okay.
You see, today, yesterday in the media, I
Yeah,
mentioned that briefly.
Yes.
You see, today, if there is a major project,
Yes.
there are certain requirements of key professionals from the authorities engineer side.
Yes. Yes.
Today, the fact of the matter is these key professionals are not available.
Not available. Lot of posts are vacant there.
So, lot of posts are vacant.
Yes.
Recently, I had been to a site. The project is completed in 4 years.
Yes.
The team leader was never mobilized. 4 years have passed.
Sir, in most of the projects, you will find that
how
resident
can you-
engineer is working as
So
a
tell
team
me
leader.
one thing, how do you do justice? How do you
Yes.
justify
Yes.
a project being done without the presence of team leader and even bridge engineer?
And उसी के बेस के ऊपर उसको बिड मिली है that he is going to employ such competent team
So
leader.
is it not a compromise to the safety?
Very
Who is
big
responsible?
compromise.
See, when it finally comes to the output, the politicians are not responsible
Not
for the
responsible.
outcome.
No,
You are responsible as an
Yes,
authority.
yes,
So
you are right.
I think
Perfectly
authority should not be in denial. They have to, the real problems everybody knows. They have to solve the problem by, either you reduce the pace of development or you say that, this requires, unless the team leader is engaged, the work should not start.
Yes.
So, but those requires hard decisions, which
You mentioned word guts also, sir. Guts are also required.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, sir. आपने अपने कीमती समय से you spared the time and you shared your valuable experience of the life with us. I hope the people who are listening to it, specifically young engineers or budding engineers, this will be a very useful talk for them, sir. Thank you very much again.
As you have all heard, the discussion is not about bridge design, the intricacies involved in the bridge design, but it is about the core issues and challenges that affects the ecosystem for bridge design in our country. Mr. Bhowmick has also very candidly given his experiences and opinion as to what was the condition of structural consultant's life when he started his career in a consultancy firm, how it has over the years changed from knowledge pursuit, value system to more and more reliance on the software and lack of understanding of the force and structural behavior for the purpose of analysis and design. No doubt his grievances about this change in the consultancy services scenario of the country, about the change in the core values, but still he has unshaken belief that unlike many professions which have perished over the time, civil engineering is here to last for eternal, because it serves the humanity and it will continue to serve the humanity. Here's some sound piece of advice to the fellow consultants in structural engineering profession, contractor community and client department to reorient their work mechanism so that the bridges and structures serve the nation, to the people for the entire design life as assumed in the design stage. And he has also flagged that this will lead to a very dignity in the profession, but it requires very hard work, it requires change in the attitude currently we are preferring, and it requires a long term changes in the process so that we can achieve this objective. Mr. Ghai has a very deep rooted understanding of the constraints and maladies affecting the consulting profession, and he has very aptly put his questions, and I am sure this talk will be of great interest to all civil engineers who take pride in their profession, and it will motivate them to change their course of action so that they can truly make their profession more dignified and contribute to the growth of the country. I earnestly wish Mr. Ghai to continue with this venture with new topic, new guests and new monitors so that it will benefit the whole fraternity of civil engineers, including highway engineers of the country, and bring some incremental changes in the way things now function. I wish him all success. Thanks.